I think for many Pokemon fans, the most exciting part of a new gen are the Pokemon themselves. What kinds of creatures will you uncover as you explore a brand new land? Well, today we're going over every single Gen 8 Pokemon revealed thus far, because today's presentation was chock full of new details, new features, but also lots of new information, and we have plenty of text and plenty of info on all 10 of the Gen 8 Pokemon we've seen.
Before we get into them, Zach, I just wanted to tell you and maybe ask you, I'm really happy with these Pokemon so far. I think that they are fantastic. This is shaping up to be an awesome generation for these pocket monsters. How do you feel about them?
Yeah, thus far I really like what we've seen. There are some that stand above the others and some that may be falling a little bit, but we'll get to that as we go through. Make sure to let us know in the comments down below which Gen 8er is your favorite and why. And if you're pumped for the Pokemon Sword and Shield release on November 15th, definitely hit that like button. All right, we're going to start with some of the newest faces, and we'll save the starters towards the end. Let's go with Wooloo, Gabe. Wooloo is a sheep Pokemon, normal type, height of 2 feet, weight of 13.2 pounds, with the ability Fluffy and Run Away. The white fur that covers Wooloo's body grows throughout its life and will fully grow back in 3 months, even if it has been completely shorn. The fur is used for clothing, carpets, and other goods, and is very popular as a specialty product of the Galar region. Wooloo live as a herd and mimic the actions of their trainer or herd leader. They dislike conflict, and if they need to escape from enemies, they will simply roll away.
I think it's always good to have cute little Pokemon like this. This one seems to be very productive when it comes to real life.
Very helpful Pokemon. I like that.
A lot of wool.
I like that a lot. Yeah, indeed. And we've got the official art as well as the shots from the videos of Wooloo in action, giving Mareep maybe a run for its money. All right, let's move to the next one on our list, which is going to be Gossifleur. Gossifleur is a flowering Pokemon, grass type of course, 1 foot 4 inches, 4.9 pounds, with the abilities Cotton Down and Regenerator. Gossifleur prefers land with clear water and air. Its pollen has a healing effect and is commonly used as a folk medicine remedy and made into a tea given to children in the Galar region when they are ill. Gossifleur travels over long distances by getting blown along by the wind. It controls the direction of its travels by twisting its body and petals.
Actually functions like real pollen, right? That's kind of cool. This is the cutest Pokemon of the bunch. I really dig this one.
I like that he's so helpful as well. It reminds me of Once Upon a Forest, where they have to go get the medicine for the ill children. Well, if you had Gossifleur, you wouldn't even need to accomplish that. You just already have it, which is very nice. Now, Gossifleur is probably the cutest, but it evolves into something that we're not so sure about. So let's talk about Eldegoss, which is a cotton bloom Pokemon, grass type again, 1 foot 8 inches, 5.5 pounds, with Cotton Down and Regenerator, just like its earlier form. When Gossifleur evolves into Eldegoss, its head becomes covered in thick cotton fluff. This cotton fluff serves as a cushion that helps to protect Eldegoss's head from damage. The tiny seeds attached to the cotton fluff are said to be highly nutritious and beneficial to both people and Pokemon. Eldegoss spreads these seeds throughout the region, making the soil of the Galar region rich in nutrients. I think it's interesting, Gabe, how everybody seems to have like such an important role in the ecosystem of Galar.
Yeah, that seems to be a recurring theme so far. And visually, this one I think is the one we like the least out of all of them, because he's just a little ball of pollen, I guess.
Yeah, it just makes me think of a moldy poppy seed muffin.
Okay, that sounds gross. Do not eat that.
It is gross. No, I will not eat that. But we're gonna go from gross to greatest with Dreadnaught, who is a bite Pokemon. Such a fantastic category. Water rock type, 3 feet 3 inches, 254.6 pounds.
Heavy boy, Zach.
3 feet, but 250 plus. That is intense. He's been on that Dynamax routine for sure. Oh man, he ordered so many canisters of Dynamax protein powder. He's got the strong jaw and shell armor abilities. The jagged fangs of the bite Pokemon Dreadnaught are strong and sharp, enough to bite through rock and iron. Though it has a heavy shell, its well-developed muscles allow it to move quickly. Dreadnaught is known to be extremely aggressive, so it takes a skilled trainer to tame and handle this Pokemon. It seems that some trainers will release Dreadnaught back into the wild once they discover they can't handle it.
Yeah, this is basically me. You can't handle me, Zach. He looks awesome. You had made mention that he kind of looks like a Blastoise that just like has extra legs. He has a cool outer shell. He like looks like him a little bit. He was my favorite one of the new reveals of Pokemon. He's awesome.
Yeah, maybe not extra legs, but he's just more lizard-like.
Sure,
and
sure.
He also has quite a function because he can smash through and bite through different rock formations or even metals that occur in the area and that maybe are clogging the way. Let's move to the flying Pokemon Korbinite. It is a Raven Pokemon bearing the types of Flying and Steel, don't forget it. 7 feet 3 inches, 165.3 pounds, with the abilities Pressure and Unnerve. It is said that Korbinite is the strongest Pokemon living in the skies of the Galar region, and I thought that was so interesting. Just to pause real quick. This is the strongest Pokemon? The strongest aerial attacker? Interesting that it would be revealed first. It can often be seen fearlessly soaring through the air. Many say that any Pokemon foolish enough to challenge Korbinite are sent running with just a sharp glare and cry from this fearsome Pokemon. Because Korbinite possesses superb flying skills and high intelligence, many of them work for the company called Galar Taxi and help transport people from town to town.
I mean, I'd be wary of writing him. He looks so ominous and darn right evil, Zach. Look at his eyes, they're piercing. Would you write him?
I don't know. He kind of carries like the cars, it looks like, so maybe it's less riding him and more riding alongside him.
Still, too much, too close.
I don't know. Aerial taxis creep me out. Hot air balloons are scary enough, but like flying in a car that's just being hoisted by a big old steel bird that might get bored, I don't know. That's a lot for me. We'll have to wait and see. But luckily, we didn't have to wait and see who the legendaries were, who the box art Pokemon were, and we don't have as much information, but I'm still going to go through what we have. Zacian, the sword representative, his attacks so gracefully that its movements can even captivate its opponents. It holds what appears to be a sword in its mouth.
Zach, I see a little Zacian in your future.
Yeah, you do? You think I'm going to get sword?
I really hope you do, because I know I'm getting shield.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see. Let's move to Zamazenta. Zamazenta's regal and majestic movements overwhelm any opponents that dare face it. Its body is covered in what seems to be a shield. Clever.
Yeah,
the most clever.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot of information on these two, like you mentioned, but I think they look kind of cool. I wasn't really into the look of them at first, but I think I'm sort of warming up to them now that I see this official art.
We have another blurb about the legendary Pokemon together that I wanted to read. The legendary Pokemon Zacian and Zamazenta are shrouded in mystery and are unknown even to those who live in the Galar region. Zacian's attacks are so graceful that its movement captivates opponents. Holding what appears to be a sword in its mouth, Zacian's shining blade can cut through anything. With majestic movements and what appears to be a shield covering its body, Zamazenta can turn back any attack and overwhelm any opponents that dare face it.
Okay, that's some cool stuff, Zach.
All right, so those are the 7 that were unleashed today for the first time. We're now going to go through the additional information that they provided about the starters because I think this is definitely fascinating as well. We'll start with Scorbunny. Category, of course, a rabbit Pokemon. He's a fire type. He's 1 foot. Just 1 foot. That's it. 9.9 pounds with the ability Blaze. Scorbunny uses its powerful legs to confuse and disorient its opponents by running and jumping around them. Because the soles of its feet can become very hot, Scorbunny's kick can burn and damage opponents too. With a sac in its chest containing viscous fire energy, Scorbunny can increase its heart rate and body temperature by running around. This awakens the true power of its fire energy and greatly increases its physical abilities.
Yeah, he sounds really cool. And you and I have both always gone traditionally with fire Pokemon for our starters. I think this is the time I'm gonna break the mold. I hope to eventually still get a Scorbunny somehow. Maybe I'll just beat you and take yours.
I really like that ability to like increase his heart rate and body temp with this viscous fire energy sac in his chest. It's almost Iron Man-esque, if you will. Yeah. Let's go to Grookey, a chimp Pokemon, grass type. Another 1-footer, just a little guy, 11 pounds with the ability Overgrow. The stick that Grookey holds, originally from the forest where groups of Grookey live, is imbued with special powers after being exposed to the energy within Grookey's body. Its green fur creates energy from sunlight. When Grookey drums with its stick near wilted flowers and leaves, they regain their color. Look at this helpful guy.
God, Zach, this is the first time I'm ever going to consider a grass type. He looks so cool. I'm warming up to a lot of these Pokemon, Zach, because at first I'm like, and then just eventually, like, their cuteness just overwhelms me.
Yeah, I don't know, he's growing on me.
He's so happy,
he really
look at
is.
him.
I know. Sobble, who is the sad one, and also maybe the underdog favorite, just based on the times we're in, is a water lizard Pokemon, type water, of course. Another 1-footer, 8.8 pounds, so he is, he's the slightest of the bunch, with the ability Torrent. When Sobble touches water, its body changes its pattern and color, allowing it to blend into its surroundings. A rather timid Pokemon, Sobble will secrete the water within its body like sweat and disappear into its surroundings when nervous or embarrassed. With tears that are as potent as 100 onions, Sobble will start to bawl if it feels threatened, spreading its tears around the area and causing everyone around it to start crying uncontrollably. Sobble, is this guy just social media? Sobble will then use this distraction as a chance to escape. Sobble's a good one.
Sobble's
I'm a fan.
Twitter. He's Twitter blue for
Gosh.
a reason. Sobble is Twitter.
Spreading sadness. I mean, he could evolve into the most powerful. It's kind of how they like to work with these things. But there you have it. That is info, details, descriptors, and hopefully better insight into all 10 of the Gen 8 Pokemon thus far. Hopefully we get more, but not too many. Gabe, you mentioned how you really hope that we do just stumble, especially since they added now Pokemon in the fields again, stumble onto some cool ones that we've never seen. And I think that experience will just enhance our feeling of wonder and awe once Pokemon Sword and Shield descend on November 15th. But we'll keep you posted if there are more. Let us know your favorite of the bunch in the comments down below. Gabe, who's your early front runner for Gen 8?
Oh man, this isn't even a question. If we're not talking starters, because starters, man, Sobble's just so hard to compete with. Dreadnaught, he looks awesome.
Yes, I hate to be a same Samuel, but I'm going to go with him as well. I think he looks absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to add a Dreadnaught. I hope Dreadnaught evolves. I feel like he might be a kind of Pokemon that doesn't, but we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, though, definitely let us know your take. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and are pumped for Pokemon Sword and Shield. And until next time, everybody, from myself, Gabe, and the legendary 10 that we discussed, Switch Force out.